Hello, this is Joshua for Frost Dragon Designs, and today I'd like to talk to you about my Pharaoh Cat hard enamel pin. This is design number 19 for my Cute Cat Monthly Pin Club. Every month, members of the club will receive a brand new cute cat pin that I've designed. If you join the club before June 22nd, 2023, the first pin that you'll receive is the Pharaoh Cat. If you're interested in joining the club, there's a link in the description below. Now let's get into the design. This is an interesting design for me because as far back as I have been making pins, a Pharaoh cat or an Egyptian-themed house cat has been on my list of pins that I wanted to design. But the reason that I haven't up to this point done so was mostly because a lot of other people wanted to design Egyptian-themed cats. And so it kind of felt like a crowded design space, and honestly I was a little intimidated by the fact that so many other pin artists had decided that this was something that they wanted to put their spin on, and I kind of felt like there wasn't much I could add or do differently than what other people had already done. But what I found was happening was I found myself repeatedly drawing little Pharaoh cats. I must have dozens of little Pharaoh cats strewn about my sketchbooks and steno pads and scraps of paper that I draw on. And I just decided that if I keep drawing it, it really must be something that I'm interested in pursuing as a finished design. And I said, you know what? Let's do it. And so I gathered up a number of my little sketchbooks and steno pads, and I found as many of the little Egyptian Pharaoh cat sketches as I could find, and I set them up next to each other, and I picked my favorite, and I got to work. And I think that there's a really important lesson here, not just for artists, but for everyone. We often will make excuses for why we shouldn't do something. It takes too much time. I don't have the skill level I want. I don't have time. I don't know what I would do beyond those first few steps. But if you keep coming back to that thing, whatever it is, whether it's an idea for something to draw or a project or whatever it is, I think you owe it to yourself to examine the situation and decide if those are valid reasons to not move forward or if you're just making excuses for yourself. In this particular case for me, I think I was making surface level excuses why not to pursue this particular design, but after thinking about it, it really was something that I was interested in. I've always loved the ancient Egyptian aesthetic ever since I was a kid. I found a book at the library that I took out multiple times, and I would spend, whole weekends reading through this book and looking at the photographs. It was highly fascinating to me. And Egyptian culture has a big tie-in for cats, which I obviously love because I do so many cat designs. And so here it is. I've put my hat in the ring. Yes, there are many other people who have done their take on a Pharaoh cat, but this one is mine. Now, the design itself is what you would expect out of a Pharaoh cat. I don't think that I did anything unexpected with this, nor do I think that I should have. I was trying to portray a Pharaoh-like cat, so it makes sense that I would be playing into the expectations of what that would look like. Now, what I did do that I feel is my contribution is I paid very close attention to the forms and the shape that I was working with. Once I had the front feet very narrow and close together, I absolutely loved that and decided that I needed to keep that way because I love how it made the lower half of the form tight, close together, and small, and I love how as it moves up, it broadens significantly with the headdress. The overall silhouette is very regal and powerful, which is interesting. It's almost a silhouette you would expect for a large male lion, only it's a small, compact cat. And I think it's that visual presence, that visual weight applied to the small, cute cat is what has me so interested in how this design turned out. That's what I love about it so much. And I hope you love the way this design turned out as well. So if you like seeing the design process, if you like hearing about what I was thinking about while working on these projects, please go ahead, like and subscribe. I will have a new video every week, and I would love for you to be here for it. Thank you so much for spending some of your day with me, and I'll see you in the next video.